Hello, I'm PSJ Jenkins. Today we'll take a look at how to use RES Automation Manager integration node so that we can integrate Automation Manager items into your Workspace Manager environment. This allows you to run specific Automation Manager tasks in a user workspace, such as a software install or profile creation, for example. These tasks will be run during the logon process for the user and will originate from an Automation Manager data store. But please keep in mind that in order to make use of this feature, it is necessary that you have an Automation Manager environment previously configured with at least one active module. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we want to navigate to Setup, then Integration, and then RES Automation Manager. Here we're going to be able to get everything set up and make sure that we connect to the proper data store and the proper dispatcher for Automation Manager. So the first thing you want to do is make sure to navigate right up here to where it says Enable Automation Manager. Let's check that box there. And you can either have the dispatcher auto detect occur, or you can use a dispatcher address list if you already have that set up in your Automation Manager environment. If you choose to do so, you just go ahead and select that and you click Add, and you can add your address list there. But we're going to place in an auto detect. Now the next thing you want to do is we want to drop down to this environment area here, and we want to choose our Automation Manager data store. Right now it's already filled in for us because that's what is detected as I've run through this once before. But all we need to do is just hit that box there, and it's going to go out and look for the dispatchers, and it's going to show you what it finds there. As we can see, I have my dispatcher here on my #1 server and our SQL Express server. Let's go ahead and click OK. And then you get to choose your authentication. We're going to leave it at Windows Authentication. Once you choose that, let's go ahead and test it by clicking the Test Now button. And once again, it's going to discover the dispatchers, and it's going to populate this window of any projects and modules you already have pre-configured in your Automation Manager environment. So as you can see, I have this many modules here, and I have the projects as we see there, and we're actually going to be using this module in just a bit. So let's go ahead and close from there. Now, if you also have service orchestration set up in your Automation Manager environment, you can also enable that here with this button right here. Actually, this checkbox, Enable Service Orchestration Integration. Let's go ahead and tick that, and then you're just going to enter your host name as well as the catalog name, and then the port number as well, and you can test just like we did with the authentication and the environment Automation Manager, and then you can see the services that are available. So let's go ahead and click Close. Once this is all set, we can click Apply, and then we also have the log here so we can see anything that was done. Now once we're done with that, the next thing we want to do is we want to proceed to the actual Automation Manager node. And to do that, we want to navigate to Composition, Other, and then Automation Tasks. Once here, as always, we want to first make sure that we enabled, right here, the service. So let's go ahead and click Enable, and let's click Apply. This button right up here, if you see the Change button in the upper right-hand corner, if we select that, it's going to take us back to the configuration window that we just came from, just so that you know. Now once we're here, the next thing we want to do is actually add an Automation Manager task. And to do so, you want to click the Add button down here in the left-hand corner. So let's make sure that that task is enabled, and we can select Administrative Note. And now we're going to select the task. And if you hit the box here, it's going to take you to that list that we were just shown before. And right now I'm going to choose my Hello World module, which is essentially just a message box that's going to be presented to the user. So let's go ahead and select that as our task. Click OK. And right here we have Run Once options. Right now we're not going to choose any Run Once options, so it's going to be set to no, but you do have the choice of setting it to Run Once per user, per computer, or per computer per user. So right now we're going to go ahead and click on no. If you have a custom status message, you can go ahead and enter that here if you would like. Once again, wait for tasks to finish before continuing. We're going to check that. That way the message box will pop up. And we're going to make sure to have this run before other actions occur when composing a workspace. Again, we can set the timeout in seconds here. Since it is a message box, I want to make sure it has a timeout value associated with that. So let's go ahead and put 20 seconds, and then we'll leave both connection states there, and we'll leave access control for all users. So let's click OK. And now that we have our Automation Manager task, let's go ahead and take a look and see how it looks for the user. Okay, so let's go ahead and get logged in with our user so we can see that task kicks off. And just in a moment, you should see a box in the right-hand corner there. And there it is executing our task. And there's our message box. Hello world, all your base R belong to us. All right, so let's go ahead and click on the OK button here to clear our message. And we can see our workspace was composed properly, just as we desire. Well, that about does it. Thanks again for watching. This has been RES Automation Manager Integration for RES Workspace Manager 2011.